Gente, vuelvan, vuelvan.
My name is Barry Allen. I'm the fastest man alive.
Buenísimo. Acá. ¡Pum! Ya, gente, ¿se me escucha? Dígame si se escucha.
My name is Barry Allen. I am the Flash.
Welcome to DC Fandom. I'm Chancellor Agard from Entertainment Weekly, and this is the Flash panel.
Hola, hola, ¿se me
Joining me
escucha?
today,
¿Me
we have
escuchan?
Grant
Ese es Glenn
Gustin,
Gustin, yo lo
who plays
conozco.
the Scarlet Speedster himself, the Flash,
Perfecto,
aka
perfecto.
Barry Allen.
Volvemos al directo.
Candace Patton, who plays reporter extraordinaire, Iris
Daniel está de
Westballon.
vuelta.
Daniel
Oh,
Panabaker,
Daniel
who
Panabaker.
pulls double duty as both
Sí,
Cable
Ben
Tail
Doom,
and Frost.
A ver, que el
Carlos
se le cayó.
Valdez, who plays the ever-quotable mechanical engineer, Cisco Ramon. Daniel Nicolay, who plays meta attorney Lucille Horton. Brandon McKnight, who plays enthusiastic scientist Chester P. Runk. And Kayla Compton, who plays Central City citizen intern Allegra Garcia. Also, we have showrunner and executive producer Eric Wallace. Hi, guys. Hi. Before we talk about season 7, I do want to go back to season 6, which I think was really unique here for the show.
Volvimos.
Eric, you decided to split the season into 2 parts. Looking back on it now,
Sí.
how successful do you feel that was? How effective was that?
Ya, gente, ahorita mismo estamos en el panel de Flash. Flash
we were able to really
de
drill
CW.
down on
Empezó.
Barry's story and on dealing with crisis. In the back half, we're able to really drill into Iris's character and Team Citizen and Eva's story. And then we'll see at the top of season 7 how it all comes together.
And for the cast, especially the ones who've been here since season 1, in the moment, could you feel something different about the show and how it was structured?
I loved it. I was a big fan of it. I'm really glad that we got to, it gives the opportunity to really flesh out those villains a little bit more and not spread them out so much that you feel like you're sort of filling in episodes to get to the end.
Yeah, I think a show needs to change in order to grow.
As an actor too, it prevents fatigue throughout the season. 22 episodes is a long time, 9 months. And I think for us having this kind of break in the season where a new sort of storyline emerges kind of puts us in a headspace of, feeling reinvigorated with the work.
Ya, gente, compartan el directo para que todos los que estaban vuelvan.
Of him dealing with his mortality.
I don't know how you're doing this. Real or not, I'm coming for you.
Grant, for you, what was it like
Sí, faltan
being
como 2 horas.
Barry in that way in the first half of the season, especially with episodes like The Last Temptation?
That was a really special episode to me, and I think it really was a good episode to show just kind of the culmination of all of his emotions and the conflict kind of boiling over. I just felt really lucky with all the material they gave me in The Last Temptation of Barry Allen.
And on the flip side, he dug a lot more into Iris as a journalist. For you, Candace, what was it like to sort of explore that side of Iris in more detail?
It was a long time coming. I think we've kind of teased Iris being this space reporter since season 1. It's always kind of been put on the back burner, so it was a nice treat to finally have it be at the forefront of her character arc.
Aquí dirían su canal favorito, volviendo de la muerte.
Having more women and having this kind of Charlie's Angels reporter team, it was really cool. It brought a new energy to the show, and I hope we carry on with that in the next season.
And on the subject of new things, this season we got 2 new characters with Chester and Kayla, and we have 2 now series regulars coming into season 7. How was your experience sort of coming into a show that sort of seasons in and sort of finding your way through it?
I was intimidated for sure. I knew these guys were a family and I was nervous. Danny was one of the first people that made me feel so welcome. We were shooting a scene and she just took me under her wing instantly. And I remember she was like, "Do you want to take a picture?" And I was like, "Do I want to take a picture with you?" Yes. And then I got the courage to like ask other people to take pictures because she had like made me feel so welcome instantly.
I was a big fan. I am a big fan of the show, and I watched the show. The Flash is my little sister's favorite superhero, so we've watched the show since season 1. So I came in already like understanding what the show was about, like what the show's tone was, stuff like that. For me, it was more so just meeting everybody and trying to find my spot and my place without interrupting or changing too much.
And Brandon, I know in the past, Eric has talked about how Chester, he views sort of Chester, it's sort of like him, they sort of do that enough science and all that. I'm curious, one, what conversations did you have with Eric about sort of crafting this performance as Chester? And two, did you base any of it on Eric himself?
I remember the first day on set, I met Eric, and I remember him just telling me, this guy's brain works faster than his mouth. He can't speak as quickly as he thinks. Hey, what up, party people? Welcome to a world where all are welcome, and anything, including the scientifically impossible, can and probably will happen.
Kayla, with Allegra, I'm curious, coming into the show, I mean, how did you sort of connect with your character and what way did you relate to her?
The way I look at Allegra is that she just wants to fit in and belong somewhere. And I just super resonate with that. Family is really important to me. My friendships are really important to me. And belonging to something or having a community is just really important to me. So that was one of the first things that I like connected with Allegra. She just wants a family and she like wants to belong, and she hasn't had that previously. And so I super resonate with her on that level.
For you, I guess
You're in the Flash family now.
Yeah.
Danielle, I mean, this season 6 was all about sort of Frost finding herself or finding a way to craft a life for herself. For you, what was it like to explore that journey with this character?
It was great. It was really fun to get to explore Killer Frost as a real character and a person and a human being with feelings and emotions, and not just necessarily this person who, you know, pops up for a fight and then disappears and we don't really know her perspective on things. So it was really fun to get to dig in and flesh that out and have a little bit of fun with it. You know, like Candace was saying earlier, it's nice to have the variety after, you know, 6 seasons and 100 and, I mean, we're rapidly approaching 150
Tal cual,
episodes.
Fue tan épico el tráiler que me lo bajaron.
She sort of decides to become a meta attorney for metahumans. For you, what has it been like to see this character evolve
Exceso
from
de
where
pifiar,
she
exceso de
was
facha.
initially introduced to where she is now?
It's a blast for me because I got to be a regular person, and I got to be a telepath, and then I got to be an empath, and then now I am a meta attorney, meta defense attorney, and then from what I understand, there's going to be some shifts next season too.
Is there something that you're hoping to do that you haven't gotten a chance to do on the show yet?
I have always, this is not news to anybody, Eric will not be surprised, I have wanted Cecile to be bad, just a little bit bad, forever, like just a little bit, because she's so good. I would have a lot of fun playing like bad Cecile. Unfortunately, Eric does not believe me to be as good of a writer as I am. So he continues to not buy my pitches.
But I listen. I am listening.
And Carlos, I mean, this season 5 ended with him giving up his powers, and this season was very much about him figuring out what his role on the team was without those powers. After 5 seasons of Cisco's 5, what was it like for you to explore this new, this Cisco in a new place like this?
I don't think he regrets that decision, but I think it definitely haunts him. I'm actually feeling a lot like Cisco these days.
En 7 minutos, panel de Black Adam, gente.
That I'll like see on the street or whatever. They'll be like, "Yo," but vibe though. Come on. Yeah, and I have to imagine Cisco's probably feeling very similarly. Like, I know.
The beginning of season 6 actually had an episode called Kiss Kiss Breach Breach, which is Cisco-centric, and included on the DVD set coming out in August is a black and white version of that episode, and we have a clip from that episode. So let's check it out.
You murdered my daughter!
I didn't do it. I swear.
Liar!
Believe me. Leave him alone.
Where did you get that?
In Cisco's workshop. I don't know how it got there.
I do. He just murdered my daughter with it. Wow.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
So exciting.
Very cool.
Carlos, an episode was so Cisco-centric about him dealing with Gypsy's death. What was it like leading the A-plot?
So gratifying to my budding narcissism.
On that note, we also have a sizzle reel for what's to come in season 7. When we last left off season 6, Eva McCulloch had gotten what she wanted, and she framed Sue. And the sizzle will sort of tease what's to come when the show returns. So let's check out that clip.
Uy, gente. Trailer. Es eso que ya vimos, que ya se había filtrado.
You lost your speed? You're not much of a threat, are you? Just stay out of my way, Flash.
Iris is my wife. I have to save her.
What are you? I am a product of your broken mind.
How much?
Bueno. Yo creo que sí, nuevo trailer, pero este fue el trailer que ya habían filtrado hace rato.
I was an empath too. Oh, I never held back. What did you do to me? Imagine what you've become.
Mega Man.
You weren't so afraid.
La verdad es que hay gente que me dice que me calle, pero ahora que me pongo a pensar, ¿cómo? Si es mi directo, o sea, yo hago lo que quiero, si no quieren que hable, vayan a otro directo. Además creo que habrá ayuda por el copyright, o no sé, la verdad.
There's a supersonic jet about to crash over the city.
Sí, lo cual ese momento está bueno. El del avión. La Eva McCulloch. Eva McCulloch. Uy, ese capítulo de Godfrey fue hermoso.
We need a plan. We've all lost so much this year. Some things can't be taken. We still have our will to fight for those we love.
Keep watching. Keep trying to break me, because I'm not afraid of the woman that I am today. But you are.
Team Flash needs as many hands on deck as possible.
But now, Flash.
We go save Iris and our friends.
Get everybody back.
Eric, you talk about what we're seeing there.
When we had the shutdown,
¿Se me escucha, gente? ¿Se me escucha?
As it was, we were on the last day of filming for what would have
Gente,
been the 20th episode of
escuchan?
last season, which now will become partially the first episode of season 7. So we did have 85% of the footage that we were able to use. Plus
Mi voz que
also,
prende.
we knew where we were going already in
Bueno,
season
esperemos a que
7.
se vaya uniendo toda la
So,
gente.
Even though it's only footage
Ya no
really
tengo
from
ni
one
voz.
episode,
Oh, Shot Comics.
pay attention to the way it's presented. It's actually huge spoilers all over the place.
And that sizzle had a lot of Iris in it, a lot of Iris in the Mirrorverse. Candace, I mean, can you sort of, in your mind, I guess, how do you think her time in the Mirrorverse has sort of affected her?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see when she comes out, and I believe she will come out very soon when we pick up season 7. It'll be very interesting to see how she's been affected by
Mi
being
comida se
kind of
enfrió.
stuck in this maddening world with this.
No comí nada, mi
super
comida se
villain.
enfrió.
Preview show that sort of Barry is sort of working as much as hard as he can to get his powers back, get his speed back. I mean, for you, do you think Barry has enjoyed any part of not having his speed at this point, or
Ya,
do you
gente,
think he really does
hagan sus teorías.
just really misses it, I guess?
Yeah,
¿Qué le
I
pasó
think
a la
he
Iris?
really just misses it. I don't think, especially with Iris being trapped in the Mirrorverse at the moment, and then Eva being a factor, I don't think any part of him has been like, well, I guess I'll just enjoy this downtime while I can. I think he genuinely not just wants his powers back, but he feels that he needs them back, and he's also started to feel that they define him and what
Estoy
is
comiendo ahorita mismo.
without them.
Estoy cortando mi
Bad
bistec.
for season 7.
Pero está bien
Eric,
duro porque ya se
what was
enfrió
it
mi
about
comida.
Doctor? You're like, oh, there's something there for that.
I want to make
Uy,
sure
what?
that new fans, especially new young fans who are reading the comic book right now, are welcomed to the show. So it's not just Silver Age villains and Bronze Age villains. There might be a young girl or a young boy who is reading those Flash comics right now and going, where's my villain, my generation's villain?
And with that, let's move on to some fan questions. Last season, we got to see some romantic moments between Barry and Iris, even though it was Mirror Iris. Will we get to see more of that with the real Iris this season? And this question comes from Jamaica.
They will find their way back to each other eventually. A lot of the romance and the chemistry between Grant and I has always been something even deeper than that. It's the way we look at each other and the way the characters are written.
For Grant, which from all over the world wanted to know this, when will we get to see the Flash in the iconic gold boots?
Gente, Black Adam en un minuto. Black Adam en un minuto.
Too much, but if it were up to me, it would have been like 2 seasons ago. So.
Well, that'll do it for us today. Thank you all for joining this panel. I had a really good time.
Se terminó el panel de Flash. En general, ahorita mismo estaban hablando sobre las botas de Flash, diciendo cuándo veremos las botas, las famosas botas doradas, pero eso es todo.
So,
Gente.
this is the DC Fandom. Wow, what a cool place to be. You think you've seen it all?
Ya empezó
Not
panel de Black
even
Adam.
close. Another big game announcement is on the way. Plus, panel discussions with cast of Black Adam, Aquaman, and the Batman. And now for some more of your fan questions. Check it out.
Black Lightning. Ay, me asusté, pensé que era Black Adam, era Black Lightning. O verdad, ay.
I would like to.
Eso es
I
Black
mean, honestly, as
Lightning.
a
Ya tengo que ver para que no me metan
seeing the
copyright.
whole table of
O lo pongo en
superheroes,
chiquito, pero no sé.
I got chills.
Ya no quiero que me quiten, que me tiren el
Justice
directo.
League out, that would be awesome. So I would love for that to happen. And as far as Henderson, I don't know. I was not a fan of him going. So I mean, that's still. So I would love for him to be.
Genial, empieza el panel de Black Adam y nos ponen a Black Lightning. Buenísima. Black Adam y ponen a Black Lightning.
Comics have always been an inspiring art. Our characters have been interpreted in so many ways over the years by incredible artists, including you. Let's take a look at some of your amazing art created by our talented fans right now.
Ahorita vamos a ver concept art de los fanáticos. Bueno, dibujos de los fanáticos en general. Pues está chévere. Uy, el de Linterna Verde está bien original, me gusta mucho. Ah, yo creo que está bello. Sí, Adam. Buenísimo, ese tan chévere. ¿Y qué soy detective marciano?
Wow,
Ahora sí,
such
comenzamos.
amazing art.
Black Adam.
And did you see that Black Adam art piece in there? I wonder what else might be in the store for Black Adam.
Ya empezó Black Adam. Uy. Ah, no, sé ya lo mismo.
I've been waiting for this moment.
¿O no?
For a very long time. This is the one. This is the one that's going to change everything.
Ahorita me meten copyright.
This is Black Adam.
Oh. Logo oficial de Black Adam.
Years ago, Kandak was a melting pot
Esta historia de Black Adam.
wealth, power,
Me
and
encanta.
magic. Yet most of us had nothing, except for the chains around our necks.
Eso no lo hemos visto.
Kandak needed a hero. Instead, they got me.
Buenísimo.
I did what needed to be done, and they imprisoned me for it. Now, 5,000 years later, I'm free, and I give you my word. No one will ever stop me
buenísimo.
What's up, everybody? And
genial.
so happy to be joining you
El
guys at the
hechicero.
first ever DC Fandom. You guys are watching from around the world. You're excited. I'm excited. And I got to tell you, first of all, I got to give props to my two friends, Jim Lee and Boss Logic, who teamed up with me to create that really amazing piece that I was so proud to show you guys. Just to give you guys a little sense of the Black Adam movie that we plan to create and deliver for you. Now, I wish I could show you more, a lot more, but as you can imagine, we're still in the very early processes of this creation. But I can promise all of you this, all of you around the world right now watching, I can promise you this, I give you my word, that we are going to go beyond your wildest expectations. And I already know this because your expectations are high, so are mine. Look, at the end of the day, I truly have one boss that I aim to please, besides my wife and my daughters. And that boss, of course, is you guys, the fans, the audience. Always audience first in my book. All right, so I know you guys got a lot of questions.
Está
I'm going to
buenísimo.
do my best to answer as many as
A
I
ver,
can.
gente, pongan.
Let's show
¿Qué opinan? ¿Qué les pareció?
Here
A
we
mí me
go.
encantó ese corto.
All right,
Ese es
the
el
first
logo,
question
el
comes in
oficial
from
de Black Adam.
June Rodriguez of the United States. The question is, how powerful can we expect Black Adam to be? Well, great question, Jude. Thank you for asking that question. As we all know, Black Adam is one of the most powerful superheroes, anti-heroes, villains, whatever you want to call Black Adam. He is one of the most powerful in the DC universe. But as we all know, the superheroes, they have to exhibit a little bit of restraint when it comes to taking care of the bad guys, if you will, or taking care of the people who are opposite them, who are opposing them, who are in their way. But this idea that you could take all of Black Adam's powers and he does not practice restraint, that makes for a really powerful combination, and one that's explosive, one that's very dangerous, and one that is ultimately, I think, very likable, to me at least. All right, next question comes in
Radical.
from Jaden Marvel
El siguiente
of
panel es
Singapore.
superhéroes
The
en
question
época de
is, if you
coronavirus.
could take any DC character to join you in
Buenísimo.
an adventure, who would it be and why? The number one choice on who I would love to take with me on an adventure would be Wonder Woman. And I'll tell you why.
Está
No,
diciendo
I know
que
what
si
you guys
pudiera
are
elegir
thinking.
un
Of
personaje
course you
del
would,
universo
Ryan.
para
No,
llevar
look, Gal is my friend. She's a very
para
good friend of
llevarlo a una
mine.
aventura,
But
dice que
the
sería la
character
Mujer
Wonder
Maravilla.
Woman is one that I have such a tremendous amount of respect for. I've always thought that this combination of Wonder Woman and Black Adam would make an incredible pairing. So this idea that we would go on an adventure together is something very cool. The other part to this answer is, I always thought that it might be cool to hang out with Superman. That would be cool, right? I mean, we're kind of similar in terms of our powers, our strengths, our speeds. Because look, at the end of the day, you never know. Black Adam and Superman could become friends. Or they won't. Who knows? Maybe we'll see. All right, this next question comes from Caleb Hammocks from the UK. The question is, out of all the characters you could have played, what is it about Black Adam that stuck out to you that makes him unique? It's a great question, Caleb. Thank you very much. Caleb or Caleb, I hope I pronounced your name right. As many of you know,
Dice que
Black
le llamó la
Adam
atención de Black
has
Adam
been with me for
para
a very,
querer
very long time.
interpretarlo.
This has been a project that has been in development for a very long time, over 10 years plus with myself, our producer, Hiram Garcia, who's the president of $7 Productions. I mean, this has been in our DNA and in our wiring for such a long time. One of the
Ha
main
estado
things
más de 10
that I
años en este
always
proyecto.
loved and admired about Black Adam was, number one, he was an anti-hero. He is an anti-hero. I love that. I love that the line is a little blurred. I love that he doesn't toe the mark. I love that he doesn't walk the line. I love that he has his own sense of Black Adam justice. I also love the fact that his origins are that of a slave. When the origins are that of somebody who is enslaved, his people enslaved, his family enslaved, and he's felt the burdens and the pressures of a larger entity holding him down until he can't take it anymore. And when you come from that place, it's just a different energy and a vibe, different mana that you have. So I've always loved that about Black Adam, which informs how Black Adam
operates, how he sees justice, how he delivers justice. And I've always appreciated that about Black Adam. Okay, this next great question is from Ayush Butola from India. I hope I pronounced your name right. So from India, thank you for this question. Will you stay faithful to the fact Black Adam, at the end of the day, is a ruthless keeper of justice and not a stereotypical villain or a hero? I love this question. And my stripped away, honest answer is yes. You know, as we all know, there's many variations and iterations of Black Adam that we have all fallen in love with over the years. Over the years. And what I can promise you is the Black Adam that I feel in my heart is the right one to root our story in the beginning. This origin story. This is a character that will possess all the qualities that we have loved, regardless of what variation of Black Adam you've loved, which he is ruthless. He's a ruthless keeper of justice. He is the judge, the jury, and the executioner. And he believes in an eye for an eye, and he will always do everything he can
Me parece increíble. Me encantó el traje.
more so protect his family. So that is my answer, and thank you for your question. All right, so here we go. This next question, it's a video question coming in via video. All right, cool, roll it.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Dwayne? How you doing, man? My question is, I just want to know how you're feeling about the fact that I'm
Atomic
your
Smasher.
SWAT game. Just curious.
Well, you know what? Look, I'm glad, Noah, that you said that, because there's a difference between coming for my squat game, different than, Adam Smasher coming for Black Adam's squat game. It's a big difference. So you know what? I welcome it. Dude, good to see you, man. How you been?
Good to see you, too. Oh, I've been really good, man. Excited to be here. Excited to be a part of the team, man.
Man, it's so cool to have you be part of this team and to bring Adam Smasher to life.
Ese Atom Smasher se ve
Bring
interesante.
this entire universe that we're going to create together to life. Well, talk to me a little bit about your workouts. I know you've been training hard, despite us being locked down. How has that been going? Let the fans know.
It's been really good. There's a lot of different precautions that we take now, but it's been a lot of training outside, on the tarmac or like on the turf, a lot of sled work, a lot of hypertrophy training, if you will. But it's just grinding. You know what that's like, man. It's just a lot of hard work and just trying to, do the best that I can to be ready to come and deliver when it's game day.
Man, you're going to crush this role. I can't wait. I love that you said that you're training on the tarmac, right? So and the fact that you're on the tarmac means it's about 120 degrees on that tarmac.
Oh, it's warm down here.
Well, man, really quickly, I know that a lot of fans are super excited that we are introducing JSA after all these years. And what is it about Adam Smasher, which, by the way, is one of my favorite characters, especially, when you see him just grow so large and everything's like just so badass and and powerful. What is it about the character that attracted you?
Después de Black Adam viene
Man, I think
superhéroes en época de coronavirus.
Al Rothstein. I feel like he really has something to prove, especially with his lineage of where his grandfather was kind of a villain, and he's got quite a spirit to just help. And what I love about the character is that he goes through this transformation throughout the film, where I think he's not expecting the world of being a superhero, because this is his first mission. It kind of just like hits him across the face, and so it's this journey that he goes on of what it means to be a superhero, and he gets to really see someone like Black Adam, who takes a different approach, clearly, to solving a problem or fighting bad guys. And it's an exciting character. It's a young character. It's a new, fresh face. And I don't mind being the size of the Eiffel Tower.
Hoy no va a haber panel de Stargirl, creo. Hasta donde sé, no va a haber. Eso va a ser para el 12 de septiembre.
Like previs and renditions, and I got to tell you, it's so cool to see Adam Smasher next to Black Adam, and how, especially when your character, just becomes even more powerful and he grows. It's just such an incredible visual to see Adam Smasher just so big and badass, and Black Adam just reduced. But It's awesome, man, and I'm so happy you're on board. And I know you've been working your ass off. And personally, for Meteor, I want to thank you so much for working so hard. This has been a passion project, a dream of mine for many, many years. So I thank you. My heart is full of gratitude, brother, for all the hard work that you're going to put in. And this is only the beginning. I can't wait to get on set with you, and we're going to crush this movie.
I'm so stoked, man. I can't wait. Thank you for having me on board. So grateful. Seriously.
Well, so cool to see my boy Noah. Can't wait for you guys to see him in the movie. He's going to kick ass. All right, now I tried to get through as many questions as I possibly could. There were literally thousands and thousands of them. And a lot of the questions were about the JSA, the Justice Society of America, and who from the JSA is going to be in our movie. Well, I don't want to reveal too much this early on, but I thought this might answer some of your questions. Take a look. I have a knack for destroying bullies, but there are some who think I need help.
Buenísimo, hombre halcón. Dr. Fate.
And their new recruits, Cyclone.
Cyclone.
And Atom Smasher.
Atom Smasher.
They call themselves the Justice Society, an organization that believes in fighting for truth and justice. Well, I'm going to teach them that the only beliefs I fight for are mine. Welcome to Truth, Justice, and the Black Adam Way. So, as you guys can see, we are cooking up something pretty badass and certainly a lot of fun that we are all excited about to deliver to you guys. And I can't wait to show you more. But
Invitaron a Rick
I want you guys
Basinger,
to help me out
Black
with
Adam.
something that's pretty important. I need you guys to help me get a message out to some of the other ones, some of the other DC superheroes. Let's let Flash, Shazam, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman. Let's let them know something.
Okay.
Things will never be the same because the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
Me encantó. Me encantó. Me encantó. Me encantó lo que dijo. Buenísimo. Ahora viene el panel de superhéroes en coronavirus.
Wow, that was amazing. I'm so excited to see Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam. And with that, I'm going to hand this back over to Aisha. Take it away.
Thank you, Lilyco. That was so cool. By the way, guys, Lilyco was a badass wrestler. You guys should totally check her out. Guys, we love hearing from you, our DC fans, okay? So keep tweeting us at #DC Fandom. Let's keep the conversation going. And first, here are more of your questions that are just begging for answers.
Oh, leyendas.
I mean, I'd just say that Astra is kind of my alter ego. I feel like she's
Esa Astra. No, internet. Solo le cambiamos el internet. Actualizamos. Esa cara que tiene. Actualizamos, le cambiamos el idioma y listo. Esa foto que pone. ¿O qué fue? Seguimos en directo, ¿no? Sí. Bueno, igual... me demoro un poco. Tampoco creo que se desesperen. O se desesperan por ver... ¿no? Épocas sin coronavirus. Superhéroes sin coronavirus.
Maybe. Do you have any toilet paper? I'm on my way to the store.
Right now. You gotta try the good grocery store.
¿Qué
The one
demonios?
on Finger Street. They've always got TP.
Thank you, Lego Me. It's weird, right? It's weird that he's here.
It's weird that any of us are here. It's weird times. We just gotta keep it together. Get some toilet paper and make sure we wear our masks when we go out.
I always wear a mask.
We all do.
None of you are wearing the right kind of mask.
Future Batman.
I'm wearing a mask.
A ver, gente, ¿quieren ver? ¿Quieren ver? ¿Se quieren quedar a ver el panel de superhéroes en coronavirus?
We get it.
They couldn't be more useless, pandemic-wise.
Thank you.
I should know.
Because you're from the future. Yes, we understand.
Do you? And another thing.
No,
Gee, do you think his connection got cut off?
sí, sí,
Or
pero...
do you think our actions
No,
erased
¿qué
his
dice la
timeline?
gente? ¿Qué dicen? ¿Qué dicen? ¿Vemos? ¿Vemos o no vemos? En 20 minutos... Sí, no, en 20. En 20 minutos empieza el panel de Titans.
Today is all about the superheroes that we all love.
No,
And
no,
in that
no.
spirit, let's celebrate the men
No,
and women
no,
out there who don't
no,
get nearly
sí,
enough
sí,
fanfare.
no,
They suit up daily and battle the bad in the world in an
no.
effort to make the
Nadie
universe
quiere ver.
a safer
Ok.
place for all of us.
Adiós. Bueno, entonces, vemos de lo que hemos visto hasta ahora. En 20 minutos empieza lo que es el panel de Titanes. Así que, bueno. Hasta ahora. Hablemos de lo que vimos hasta ahora. Sí, porque no reconozco, creo que nadie quiere ver eso. 20 minutos para el panel de Titans. No, Titans. Ahí está. Me faltan 20 minutos para el panel de Titans. Así que... ¡Hablemos! Empezamos con Black Adam. Creo que esa escena, esa animación que vimos no salió en ningún otro lado, o por lo menos yo no lo vi, y concuerdo, Black Adam está... No, esto no era. ¿Dónde está? Aquí está. Black Adam está mamadísimo. Está súper, súper fuerte. Y me ha gustado ese tráiler, y lo que me está gustando es que vamos a ver a la Sociedad de la Justicia de América, aunque me doy cuenta de que son algunos integrantes, no son todos. ¿Qué mamada? A ver, gente. Cuando empieza el de Flash. Amigo, ya terminó el de Flash. El de la película y el de la serie ya terminaron los dos. Así que bueno, ¿qué les pareció esa animación? Uy, ya, saludos a las 235 personas que están aquí en directo. Bueno, recordemos que la Sociedad de la Justicia originalmente era de los años 40, entonces yo me imagino que Black Adam estará situado en el pasado. Voy a cerrar esto, ¿ok? Porque ya vimos qué es lo que será, entonces no vale la pena tenerlo abierto. Cerrando. Y, ok, ahora sí. ¿De qué país soy? Soy de Perú. Que salga Starman. Sería interesante ver una nueva versión, pero no creo que salga, porque solo hemos visto a Doctor Destino, Atom Smasher, la Chica Halcón y uno más. Esa animación fue epiquísima. ¿A qué hora Black Adam? Amigo, ya terminó Black Adam. Ya terminó, acaba de terminar Black Adam ahorita nomás. Así que... malísimo. Disculpen si escuchan ruido de fondo, ya les dije que vivo en un lugar muy movida. Pero bueno, todos concordamos, lo que estoy viendo, que Black Adam salió súper genial. Yo pienso que Black Adam va a ser a los Joker, pero como ya les dije, con mucho más superpoderes, superhéroes. Prefiero DC, muchas veces, mucho mejor, que digo, 1000 veces DC. Quiero que Black Adam se agarre vergazos. ¿Quién no, amigo? Titans actual o los antiguos, porque son payasitos los dibujos de ahora. Ah, no, Titans, la serie de Titans, la de DC Universe, la que supuestamente la gente dice que es de Netflix, pero no es de Netflix porque es de DC Universe. Y si es, ¿cuál es mi personaje favorito? Si es de DC es Rorschach, y si es de Marvel es Deadpool. Perdonen por el ruido. Ese señor la fuera. Qué molesto eres, señor, eres un molestoso. Like si sos Team DC y like si sos Team Marvel. Te doy un like porque soy Team DC. Ok, ¿Qué opinas de la serie de DC Legends of Tomorrow? Yo reseño DC Legends of Tomorrow. He reseñado la última temporada. Y me gustó, estuvo divertido, como siempre. Espacio estará en Titanes. Eso es interesante, porque tenemos, por un lado tenemos a Titans y por el otro lado tenemos a Stargirl. Mata al señor. ¡Muere ese señor! Mi serie favorita, Doom Patrol. A ver qué dice. Profesor Marin dice Darkseid no se vio nada cool. Respeto tu opinión, a mí sí me gustó. ¿Crees que DC en algún momento supera a Marvel? Esa pregunta más obvia. Eso ni siquiera se pregunta, amigo. No responde al Snyder Cut. ¿What? ¿Qué me pareció el tráiler de Snyder Cut? ¿Cuál tráiler? ¿El que hizo que me bajen el directo? Oh, sí, estuvo genial. Amigo, ese tráiler estuvo buenísimo. Yo esperaba, no, a ver, sincero, yo esperaba más cosas del tráiler de la Snyder Cut. Yo esperaba muchísimas más cosas. Pero con lo que vimos ya estuvo bueno. O sea, ya vimos a Darkseid. O sea, un planazo completo de Darkseid. Para comerse los dedos, para chuparse los dedos. El tío de afuera está anunciando la vuelta de Bat. Obvio, completamente. Ya se fue, así que listo. Me gustaron los diseños de los de Apocalypse, pero me asusta cómo se verán los de New Genesis. O sea. ¿Desde cuándo te gusta DC? Desde hace unos años, desde 2016. O sea, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Que dicen, oh, Valentina Ruilova, no te vi en todo el directo, ¿has estado? No me acuerdo de haberte visto, recién te veo. A ver, el panel de Black Adam me gustó muchísimo. Fue un poco corto, sí, pero al menos tuvimos ese corto, esa mini animación que me gustó, donde también presentaron a la Sociedad de la Justicia, pero ese Black Adam se ve increíble. ¿Cuándo va a salir Doom Patrol en Netflix? No va a salir en Netflix, hasta donde sé, no va a salir. Doom Patrol es de HBO Max, no de Netflix. ¿Por qué siempre esperan a que todo salga en Netflix? No todo en la vida va a salir en Netflix. Acostúmbrense a buscar otras plataformas. Recién llegué, saludos. Solo faltan 2 horas para Batman. Ay, sí, ala, con solo pensar en que faltan 2 horas ya me estoy cansando. Pero va a valer la pena, va a valer la pena. ¿Qué dijeron Flash y Batman al final del teaser? ¿En qué panel? ¿En qué panel? ¿En el de Black Adam? ¿Crees que tengamos este año trasero de Black Adam? ¿Qué? ¿Qué? Confirmo, concuerdo. Es que no, es que amigo, no todo va a estar en Netflix. Tienes que expandir tus horizontes, tienes que buscar otras plataformas. No todo es Netflix en la vida. Scarlett Johansson o Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot. Y si no puedo, Dayan Guerrero. Y si no, Yvette Monreal. Y si no, pues me quedo solo. Solo me alcanza para Netflix. Pirateala. Yo apoyo la piratería. Jaja. Desmonetícenme el canal. Bueno, si no tienes para comprar otras plataformas, pues normal, porque yo también veo casi todo en páginas pirata. Así que. ¿Hay panel de Shazam? Sí, hay panel de Shazam. Es más, déjame buscar ahorita el horario. Déjame verlo. A ver, justamente no logré alcanzar a tomar foto a todos los horarios. Así que después de Shazam, no sé a qué hora empiezan los siguientes paneles. Discúlpenme. El panel de Shazam empieza a las 6:40. O por ahí. Primer video tiene a The Voice, que es brutal. No entendí. ¿Qué? De 3 soy sub. Saludos, Ademir García. Yo tengo muchos horizontes. Pelipur 24, Cuevana 3, Pelipur. Ah, verdad, ¿no? Hablando de eso. Gente. Muchas personas me preguntan demasiadas dónde puedo ver las series, dónde puedo ver una serie. Y yo les recomiendo 2 páginas. Creo que ya las deben conocer algunos. A ver, aquí está. Voy a compartir pantalla. Espérense. Y la otra página, aquí está. Esta es. Gente, para todas las personas que pregunten dónde ver series o dónde ver la serie que yo reseño, yo les recomiendo dos páginas, que la primera es The Flash Universe, aquí siempre lo sacan súper tempranito, está muy bueno. En este caso, lo último que subieron fueron Stargear y Doom Patrol. Y luego, la segunda página que les recomiendo es seriesdesuperhéroes.com, esta también es otra serie. Seriesdesuperhéroes.com y The Flash Universe son las dos series que les recomiendo para ver sus series. Miren, ven, aquí está todo Lucifer, que ni yo he visto, pero... ¿Cuándo Lucifer? ¿Biohackers? No sé qué es eso. En series de superhéroes es más que nada, en general, varias series, muchas series independientes de DC, como no de DC. Y en The Flash Universe ya son series centradas únicamente en DC Universe. Así que espero les sirva. El panel de Death de cómo piratear. Ya saben, gente, después del panel de Batman, quédense porque empieza el último panel, que es el panel de Death y cómo piratear. Oh. ¿Te gustó el tráiler 2 de Wonder Woman? Me encantó, amigo, me encantó. Vimos a Cheetah. Fue buenísimo. Compra los servicios de streaming, la piratería es mala. ¡Arriba la piratería! Bueno, para la gente que no tenga para comprar, pues, bueno, sí, les podemos decir de que lo compren, de que ahorren, pero hasta que ahorren el dinero, bueno, tal vez las personas que no tienen el dinero suficiente quieran ver la serie al momento, pero como no tienen dinero para comprar las películas o alguna página, lo tendrán que ver pirata. Así que... 10 minutos para el panel de Titans de DC Universe. Gente, el panel de Titans empieza en 10 minutos. ¿Están emocionados por Titans? Por la serie, la que tiene a Robin, en la que no está Cyborg, la que no es animada, la que es live action. ¿Están emocionados por la serie? Porque... pobres, igual piratería. Estas transmisiones, el mejor live, buenísima. Uy, se cayó el DC Fandom. Ahorita que veo, se cayó el DC Fandom. Arriba la piratería. A ver, gente, ¿están emocionados por Titan? Porque yo recuerdo que la última vez que hablamos de Titan fue en la temporada 2 y a nadie le gustó su final de temporada. Entonces yo les pregunto, ¿están emocionados por Titans? ¿Qué opinas del diseño del traje de Gal? Es muy simple, sinceramente. A mí me parece algo simple. Isabel dice yo no. ¿Segura, Isabel? Yo no estoy emocionado. No lo estoy emocionado. Oh, bueno. A mí sí me gustó Titans. Nel. ¿Segura, Isabel? Gente, no me carga el DC Fandom. A ver, voy a cambiar de internet. ¿Y este panel de... Ah, ya es lo que sí me falla. ¿Seguimos en directo? ¿Sí? Ya. ¿Por qué Cyborg no sale en Titans y sí en Doom Patrol? La respuesta más lógica es porque tal vez Doom Patrol está en otra tierra y Titans en otra tierra. Titans está en tierra 9 y Doom Patrol en tierra 26, 27 creo que era. ¿Cuántos internets tienes? Uy, tengo como 50 internets diferentes que me conecto. Deberían 2G, deberían 5G, deberían 40G, deberían 20G, deberían 0G. Deberían 250-80.5G. ¿Qué opinas de Gotham Knights? A mí me encantó, me gustó mucho. Gente, me estoy preocupando demasiado. Titans primera temporada buena. A mí sí me gustó la primera temporada. Tengo un montón de internets. Me estoy preocupando porque mi internet no está yendo tan bien. Y en nada comienza el evento, el panel de Titans. Y mi internet aún no agarra la señal con la página. Entonces tengo miedo de que empiece y que me lo pierda y que ustedes también se lo pierdan. Quita esto. Seguimos con las preguntas. Oh, me duele mi espalda. ¿A ustedes no les duele la espalda? Mi comida se enfrió. Doom Patrol es mejor que Titanes. Yo concuerdo con eso. Doom Patrol para mí es la mejor serie en cuanto a temporada 1. ¿Me recomiendas la serie de Titans, bro? Cada quien sus gustos. La primera temporada sí, la segunda temporada puede ser, pero seguramente el final de la segunda no te guste tanto. Oh, ¿están en comerciales? Ah, no, están en superhéroes, ya. A ver, gente, vamos poniendo. Espérense. 5 minutos. Espero que la tercera temporada sea buena. Sí, yo también, de hecho. Sí, ya viene el panel de Titans. En 5 minutos empieza el panel de Titans. De hecho, lo voy a poner ahorita ya. 5 minutos para el panel de Titans. Esperamos que la tercera temporada de Titans sea buena, sí, porque hasta donde se cambiaron de escritores, hace tiempazo vi una noticia de que habían cambiado de guionistas y todo eso, así que esperemos sean buenos. ¿Qué te parece que Supergirl saldrá en Justice League? ¿Saldrá en Justice League? ¿Supergirl? ¡Wow! La mejor transmisión de DC Fandom. Obviamente, amigo, obviamente. Gracias. Hemos estado todo el día contigo, ¿cómo no nos va a doler la espalda? A mí me duele la espalda. Literalmente, ustedes saben que yo he estado desde que empezó el evento, que fue a las 12 y ya son las 5 hora Perú. Si el evento no se hubiera cortado, si no me hubieran bajado el directo, estaríamos ya como 6 horas, casi 6 horas, y estoy 6 horas sentado en una mala postura, ni siquiera estoy apoyando mi espalda con nada. 6 horas seguidas sin apoyar mi espalda con nada. Oh. Acuéstate, si yo también digo lo mismo. Ya comenzó Titan, ya va a comenzar en un ratito. DC Fandom está transmitiendo a una chica en una cama. Con un celular. A mí también me duele un montón. Seguro. ¿Qué sigue de Titans? En The Titans sigue, déjame ver el horario. Déjame ver. Yo lo veo en... Ah, gente. Después del panel de Titans sigue el panel de Aquaman. Así que, se viene. Excelente tu transmisión y comentarios. Saludos desde México. ¡Saludos, amigo! ¡Saludos, amigo! Shazam o Black Adam. ¿A quién le vas si pelean? A Black Adam. ¿Viene Aquaman? No, viene Titans. Ahorita viene Titans. En 3 minutos empieza Titans. ¿Qué opinas? Nuevo meme. Seguro y sabe. Buenísimo. Segura y sabe. Nuevo meme. A ver, ¿dónde estaba? ¿Dónde me quedé? Voy. ¿Dónde está? Saludos desde Panamá. Saludos, amigo. Ya salió el juego de Suicide Squad. No, es de los finales. ¿Qué opinas de Black Adam? Opino que va a estar épico. A ver. No digan eso, seguriza. ¿Cuándo llega Shazam? Es a las... ¿A qué hora era Shazam? A las 6:40, creo. Por ahí. ¿O no? Sí, ya bueno, empezamos con el DC Fandom, ya faltan 2 minutos, aunque ahorita la DC Fandom está transmitiendo un viejito en silla de ruedas caminando en círculos, entonces... Me gusta mucho Flash, pero Aaron es serio, así que... Saludos. Samuel Rodríguez dice... Simpson, usted es diabólico. No lo sé. Bueno, gente, ahora sí ya... Esperen. Ahí está. 1 minuto para Titans. Ya, dejen ese meme, seguridad. Ya, ahora sí, volvemos con la transmisión en vivo. Oh, Harley Quinn, saca tu tercera temporada.
We grieve all loss.
Está en inglés.
And grieving takes a
Español. Ahí está. Oh, miren, politos de Black Adam.
use things to support ourselves when we're
Buenísima.
having these feelings.
Listo, esto fue CNN Héroes en coronavirus.
That we all can deal with grief constructively
Ah,
is
ahí está,
to
George
do
Floyd.
something positive to
Me estoy
take
cansando, gente.
action
En
and
vivo.
protest peacefully.
Ángel Ochoa, Batman es el último panel.
Just do something to make this senseless situation into something meaningful so that you can grow through this and deal with this in a healthy way.
Ya no, dejen ese meme.
Exercise, walking, shooting hoops,
Este meme
riding a bike,
empieza en el
getting
directo y
physical.
termina en el directo. No quiero volver a ver nada con ese meme.
The kinetic energy in your body that accompanies difficult emotions. Relaxation, mindfulness, do some deep.
Oigan, pero ya son las 5:50. Que ya empiece Titans.
Try each
Ya,
day
que ya empiece
to feed
Titans.
yourself some positive inspiration or some
Ya son las 1:50. 3 brothers homenaje, saludos.
most important thing you
¿Dónde
can
estás,
do
amigo?
is really talk.
Titanes se acerca, amigo. Titanes ya comenzó. Supuestamente ya comenzó, pero siguen ahorita. Siguen pasando otro panel, pero comienza ahorita mismo, en nada.
Emotional harm. Cuddle with your
Oh, sí, por
pets
suerte Batman no siguió del
very
panel del
nurturing and
coronavirus.
loving and supportive during this time. Continue your religious practices.
Hasta
Try
que
to
empiece.
keep your routines as normal as possible.
¿Te gustó el nuevo diseño de Harley Quinn? Sí, estuvo buenísimo. Me encanta cuando le dan diferentes diseños.
Grief is like the weather. It comes and it goes. And we
Voy a
have
pasar
no
el link
control
de la
over
DC
it.
Fandom. Si se cae, si no pueden ingresar a la DC Fandom, les recomiendo que se queden en el directo que prefieran.
To be isolated during this time. As
En el
humans,
directo
it's
de
so
su
important
Aquarium.
that we
Estoy pasando el link al chat.
we're going through a crisis.
Saludos a las 237 personas que están aquí en directo, en vivo y en directo, ahora mismo, de Dion 3, con el panel de Titan. Volviste.
I
Ya,
guarantee that
empieza
Batman,
Titans.
Superman, Aquaman, and all the DC superheroes would bow to our medical service. Thank you so
Espérense,
much for your
espérense, espérense.
bravery and your continued service.
Espérense.
Now let's take a deep dive into one of the biggest shows in the DC universe. Titans. Yep, the Titans are back.
Ahí está.
Nightwing,
Ahora
Robin,
sí.
Beast Boy, Wonder Girl, Raven, Starfire, Hawk, Dove,
A ver,
Hunter,
gente.
and even the next big villain they'll be facing.
Recordemos que la última temporada no fue la mejor, pero aún así estoy emocionado.
Joined by executive producer Greg Walker to talk all things Titans, the past,
Saludos, Ángel Ochoa.
and future. Let's check it out.
Hey everyone, I'm Damian Holbrook
Hola.
from TV Guide Magazine and TV Insider, and I am so excited to welcome you to DC Fandom.
Sí, es mejor quedarse en el directo que verlo solo. Titans. Los titanes volvieron, perras. Literalmente. Maldita sea, no comí mi comida. Sigo con el puré. Oh, Tegan Croft. Starfire. Sigo con mi comida acá.
Ryan Potter, who plays Gar Logan, Alan Richson, who plays Hank Hall, Minka Kelly, who plays Dawn Granger,
No.
our new guy, Joshua
El chico
Rubin,
nuevo.
who plays Connor, and Connor Leslie, who plays Donna, and then Curran Walters, who plays Jason Todd, and Damaris Lewis, who's coming in as Blackfire. We've got a list of some fan favorite moments.
Oh,
We're gonna
muchas
kick off
gracias,
with
Matt.
my choice,
Rey
'cause I'm
dice
the
que se
moderator
pasó
and
por
I
4
get to say
directos,
that.
el mío es el mejor.
And there were so many that I wanted to pick because there are so many great moments along these first two
Saludos.
seasons. But the one I went with was
¿Cómo que
Dawn
Giovanni
taking
Chávez
down
ya subió la
Bat Lab
temporada
in
3?
the second episode of season 2. What's that?
Ah, esa escena es buenísima. Seguro Isabel. Por fin superamos a Isabel. Esa escena me gustó. En su momento estuvo buena.
phone.
There's a
Le subo el volumen para que escuchen si no escuchan mucho.
51 Holster Lane.
Isabel de ahí que se ríe y se ríe.
3 completed.
¿De qué me perdí? No de mucho. No vimos el panel donde los superhéroes estaban en época de coronavirus.
Your mother would be very proud. I have to give it up to Orpheus.
El panel sorpresa fue el regreso de una editorial de cómics.
To navigate those wings, because the weight of them just takes you. So you really have to learn how to move with them when you're throwing yourself around. It's it's a fun challenge.
The first fan clip that
Wow, hace una hora no tomo agua.
was Donna breaking out the lasso for the first time.
Buenísima.
Stop hurting her!
¿Qué me vas a hacer? Déjame hacer mis cosas. ¿Qué pasa? Muere, comunista. Viva el socialismo. Ya, me callo.
Heck yeah.
I love the Corey and Donna friendship.
Con
it was
Leslie.
something I remember reading about when I started doing some research. And so when I read that like they start off kind of rocky, I wasn't even mad at it because I knew that it would turn into this great friendship. And we kind of got a taste of that in season 2. So I kind of love that their friendship grew from this initial moment.
Don't all great friendships start out with a lasso around the neck? And
a little bit, yeah.
And
but they all start off with like really kick-ass women.
Yeah.
Really? Can resist.
Todo pero no se te hagan
Episode 6, Jason Todd.
¿Verdad, gente? ¿Cuántos directos siguen activos?
Why do you even want to be Robin?
Los demás canales siguen haciendo sus directos.
This is the dopest gig ever.
Sí, siguen en directo.
Kicking bad guys' asses, being famous, driving the goddamn Batmobile. He lets you drive the Batmobile. Wouldn't you rather have your own name? Like Sparrow or Blue Jay for Jason? No. The whole point is being Robin. Batman needs Robin. Why do you think it makes us wear those lame colors?
Yo soy la novia de Robin, así que aléjate, Dick. Él es mío. Mírame. Soy más guapo que tú. Y más alto. Batman me prefiere a mí. Putita.
I think that scene describes it perfectly, the brother-stepbrother relationship. In the build between them over the season.
Oh, sí, Jason Todd como...
I think that was the best scene that shows
como Red Hood.
I think that Dick is...
¿Qué onda con el subtítulo?
He's annoyed by that and he's frustrated by this kid, but essentially takes on the role of mentor.
Todos quieren ser Batman, menos Batman. Momento, what the fuck.
The same things that he does and to fight crime in the way that Dick is learning to fight.
¿Qué pasó, Samuel Rodríguez?
Ultimately, he fails in connecting with him, and that scene at the end
Amor, por cada rato se le caía el directo.
Is kind of an example.
¿Es cierto? Amor, se le caía el directo a cada rato.
Offering to open up that channel and and kind of put it on the table is, I'll help you and be a mentor.
They need your leadership, Jason. You need to set the tone. I'm not Robin anymore. You are.
The next clip is quintessential Jason.
All we know is that whatever the cause of the phenomenon, it appears to have been abated by this new group of masked heroes. So, apart from some dead birds, we seem to...
Titans are back, bitches!
Los titanes volvieron, pedas. ¿Qué te pasa, el putito? ¿Qué cosa? Deja de ser cabrón. Mejor me callo una vez.
What's hard about these scenes for me, especially, I always love when it's current and I can
apareció
see in real life the most
momento Isabel.
vivacious, effervescent soul I've ever met. Just so always fun to be around. Just doesn't have to be talking. You're like,
same with you, Alan.
Media review, and so to always be the one like putting the lid on it. The scene is actually tough.
This next clip is the scene with Crypto and Connor with the Luthor Strike Team. Everybody get down!
Ese es súper, ¿no?
Oh, what in God's name is going on? You can't come into my house, order people around. Quiet. Hey!
Cállate, viejo.
Shut up!
Stop that! What are you doing?
Es que cosquillas.
What? No, stop that!
Pobre Isabel. Momento, Isabel. No. Ahí está. Ya llegué.
Stand down! God damn it! I said stand down!
¿Qué onda con Samuel Rodríguez? ¿Por qué ponen a cada rato ese? ¿A quién se le cayó el directo? Porque a mí no. Ala, como 15 directos. Momento de nadar. Cocaína. Viento de cocaína. A ver, hermano. Mira, está buenísimo. ¿Qué fue? Superboy inhaló cocaína por la boca. Oh, wow. Superboy inhaló cocaína por la boca. No, lo mataron al soldado. ¿Verdad? ¿Por qué estamos viendo esta escena? Ya me olvidé. Por eso, chicos, no inhalen cocaína por la boca como Superboy. Cosas muy malas pueden pasar.
So whenever you're in a scene with him, like nothing can go wrong, man.
Okay, and then the last clip that we have is from episode 5 together.
¿Y quién es?
Where's Dick? I don't know.
Corey?
Stand back.
Oh, la familia nuclear. El niño nuclear.
It's time to burn.
La mamá nuclear, la chica nuclear.
Night.
Otra vez se están tirando cocaína. No. No, marihuana. Bomba de marihuana, dijo Robin.
Dick?
¿Por qué me haces esto? Eso es ilegal. Policía. Están enfrentando los capos de la mafia. Me voy a hacer la paz. Chicos, esto dijo pasa time.
You should put your toys away.
Ay, mi maquillaje, dice. No, a ver, déjenme ver. Uy, no. Ya ven, les dije, la marihuana es mala. Miren cómo se puso Raven. Raven ya está toda drogadísima.
I'll say I'm so happy to see that this scene was voted on by the fans because it was so hard to film. I don't know if you guys remember, but we were filming in what we
hotel like 6 times.
What we were lovingly calling the struggle motel in the middle of the night, and it was freezing. We went there so many times, and so I'm really glad to see that people responded to this scene.
There's a whole lot of work to do, and no one to do but me. So let's get started.
And Ryan, you had that great episode where we're waiting for Connor to wake up, and you got to just do like the day over and over again.
That was a good time. Boris, our like season-long DP, was directing that episode a bit, and it was just a really intimate set than what we usually go through because